Yeah, I'm recording now, Nick.
Oh, welcome to the Jumpcast. I wish that we had like a description of what this was. Two guys talking about their favorite, most popular shonen series in Shonen Jump. Let's get
With
into
two
it. It is
others.
a new, huh?
With two others.
Wait, what?
Well, you said our
Oh,
most favorite. I'm like, well, we got two others sprinkled in. You know, our most favorite is My Hero, and then we have JJK and Chainsaw Man on top of that.
You put JJK that high? I honestly.
You think you think it's the best? You think it's that high? I'm giving it some slack, but I'm thinking it's like the worst thing in Shonen Jump's current. I can't keep a straight face and say that. No, JJK is the best thing we talk about almost every week.
Yeah, it's the thing that we have the most to talk about. When I said favorite, I kind of meant that in like the conglomerate.
Oh yeah.
Like the three of them, but like, yeah, that's what we do.
I know. I'm just pulling your leg. Yeah. We got
new chapters for all of them.
We got this week. We won't get into it. We'll get into like the stuff, but me and Nick are like, I don't know about you, Nick. I'm hyped up on adrenaline. Nick told me a big thing that happened in his life before this. I'm happy for him. I had a good week.
We're both on adrenaline.
Like
it's a lot.
Bro, I feel like my heart's gonna like pump out of my chest right now.
The new year is starting good.
Well, except for Ken Block died.
Oh yeah.
Except for Ken Block passed away, and a few other famous people did.
People are injured. Yeah.
But, you know,
isn't that guy? What is it? The guy that played for the Buffaloes? Isn't he?
I think he's in a lot better shape. Like, you know, something to add on to the new year. I'm actually wearing one right now. I'm a big University of Utah fan. For football, Cam Rising. His injury's not as bad as we thought it was, and he's back playing for the Utes next year. So,
let's go. Let's go.
But onto the comic books.
Yes, onto our comics. Let's get right into it. My Hero Academia. Max, what did you think of this chapter?
Meh.
It was meh for you?
It was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, for My Hero, like, I mean, I say it every week, there is like the really gorgeous. Okay, citing my source, it's the big spread on page 4 and 5. That spread, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, the explosion.
Yeah, and then you can see on the side, like, I think it's supposed to be like Shigaraki, like, coming out of like
going crazy.
Yeah. So My Hero, I mean, has really gorgeous artwork. Every year we do get a shorter chapter this week.
Yeah. It's kind of been consistent with the shorter chapters. We've usually been getting like only 10 pages. I feel like Horikoshi's really struggling right now.
Yeah. So my thing is, My Hero, it's I like it. It was one of the first shows I watched, the first mangas I started reading, but it's not the same as it used to be. I'm feeling like right now. I don't know if it's because I'm having to weekly wait for it, but it's consistent, but it's not what I'm expecting anymore. Like,
yeah,
I hate to say it, but at this point I'm like, Horikoshi, just end it. Like, I hate to say that, but I'm just like, come on. You've been going for 6 years strong with this series, being pretty up there. I mean, and you can like this chapter, in my opinion, this artwork hasn't faltered. Writing wise, it was pretty good, but I mean, it's just like, just the drop in pages we've seen over the past couple weeks, months, it's been not my favorite. What did you think, Nick?
I am kind of honestly on the contrary. I think that this was, like, it wasn't necessarily, like, it's not one of the best chapters in the series, but I think that it was, I'm just happy that we're back on Deku and Shigaraki for the most part, because I really honestly only care about this fight, and I don't care about the other ones. I really like seeing the villains take over on this side of the fight, not just like all scattered about, or like the one with like Endeavor. Like, I'm happy to see that, like, Shigaraki isn't looked at for a second and he explodes. And the explosion's so big, it actually, like, destroys the UA Stadium. So yeah. I like that Shigaraki's personality is also back. It's not all for one. Although I don't think that, like, Deku's gonna be able to, like, talk or change him out of it. Like, what is it? You haven't watched Naruto, but, like, one of the big things that, like, the community said is that, like, the best, like, jutsu or, like, the best spell was, like, talk no jutsu. It was just, like, talking to the villain and making them turn to the hero's side. Like, that's what Naruto always did. I don't think that Deku will be able to do that.
He's not that
And I like-
charismatic. Yeah.
Yeah. And I like the point at the end where, like, they were saying, like, yeah, the, like, what is it? The villains came back a lot in this chapter, and I like that the end was kind of showing a little bit of hope with La Brava, like, stopping, like, the person from hacking all of the UA systems. I think that that's really fun. I feel like that's, like, a little sign of hope that there's gonna be some better things to look forward to, coming from, like, the hero side of this fight. The art was really good. I really didn't care too much, honestly, about all the other text that was going on, like what people were saying and everything. It was mostly just the art and what the situation was. Do you know what I mean by that? Like, I really didn't care about the flavor text. Like, the UA stadium's falling, it's crashing, we don't know what to do. That part was really boring.
Exactly.
And
Like,
for me.
I don't care.
Like, the only, like, fun stuff that I liked was the, like, the hacking stuff, like, what Midoriya was thinking and everything. So yeah, I think that's all I can think of right now.
Yeah, cause yeah, I'm like I said, I'm like, I want My Hero to be good. I want it to have a good ending. I mean, like, thinking on it after what you said, I'm like, yeah, we're getting there, but I'm like, I'm still like, we need a little bit more spice, and I think that's what it's leading into right now. We'll get, because, like, I'm on the same page as you. Like, I do not care about the other fights. I could care less.
No.
If
Like,
the
this is
entire
the only
side,
one that matters.
If the entire side cast died, I want to see this fight, because we literally got the overdrive, the gear system quirk revealed, and I want to see more of, like, something like that working, because it's like, there's the panel on 9 of, like, Deku, like, looks like he's, like, burning or something. Like we had talked about weeks ago, I want to see, like, Dark Deku come back, of, like, okay, you know, something happened to, like, Eraser and the one kid, like, I have to be the one to do it. I'm the only one that can do it. I want that mentality to come back.
Yeah. I think some form of that will come, like, especially with these upcoming chapters, especially because also, like, Bakugo's gone. He's nowhere to be seen. Like, listen, if he isn't dead after that whole, like, part situation, like, he should have died in that explosion.
Yeah.
Just in the top of UA.
Or he's got to be, like, mortally wounded to can't do anything or something. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is that all you have to say? Because that's the same thing for me.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
But anyways. My Hero's good. You know, we joke about it, but, like, it's consistent, like we both said. I mean, I think, especially with these next few chapters, I will start to enjoy reading it. I get, like, waves of My Hero where I'm like, okay, I'm really liking it, and then after the Dark Deku, I'm like, okay, this is not what I wanted.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, this is cooler. And
for me, it was what was the fight? I'm trying to remember the one. It was the one with the US's top hero. Oh, my mic is a little too close. Stars and Stripes.
Stars and Stripes.
Yeah, that was like after the Stars and Stripes fight. There, I kind of got burnt out. But right now, I don't know. I think it's gonna be on the up and up with these next coming chapters, and I also hope that, like, if anything, Horikoshi should just take a break, because I'd rather have 20-page chapters rather than 10-page chapters. I know that, like, like you can think of like these chapters like paragraphs in a story, or like in like an essay or something. Like it switches perspectives a lot. But like honestly, I would have been a lot more happier having this and the other chapter fused together, because they were both 10-page chapters, and like just to see like the downfall and then like going on the up and up with
not needing to wait a
Brava.
week, just like instantly
Yeah.
yeah. I
And then
feel
like
that.
taking some time. So, like, what is it? We're also in a time now where a lot of the things in Weekly Shonen Jump are not weekly anymore. Like a lot of the top series, like what is it? One Piece. We get a chapter every 3 weeks, or even sometimes every 2 weeks. Like sometimes it's bi-monthly. And we also get that with JJK now. Like we either get bursts of like, oh man, we got like a full month worth of like week-to-week chapters, or it's just like, oh great, we got 2 chapters this month, but they're gas.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I'd rather take the 2 gas chapters over 4 halfway decent ones, halfway decent chapters.
Yeah,
that's completely fair.
I agree with you on that. If anything, I think that maybe a lot of there's certain, it depends on the artist and stuff, but I think it'd probably be a lot safer to just go with like a bi-monthly schedule for a lot of these top tier ones. Like a lot of these like over 150 chapter mangas to kind of slow down their pacing, because like the mangaka need to live. Like Oda literally tries to not visit his family as much, because if he visits his family too much, he loses the will to write One Piece anymore. Which is really depressing.
No, it's depressing to think about. Like, I had watched this video. I like this video series this guy does, like the day in a life comparing like some sort of profession. Yeah, he did what was the mangaka of? It was some mid-romance slice. It was Rent-A-Girlfriend. He followed the Rent-A-Girlfriend mangaka around. Like, it was interesting because I had watched the first season at the time, so I'm like, oh, it's cool to see like him writing other stuff. But like the guy has a separate apartment, so his studio is like the first floor of his like house apartment that his family lives in, like him and his wife and children live in. But he has a separate apartment if he's working late he can go to, or kind of like Oda to like stay there for the night to like push away distractions, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Which is like crazy to think that like people do that. So I'm totally like a fully human interaction thing, but like I can get losing the will to write your series.
Oh yeah.
If it
from that sort of stuff.
It's kind of crazy to think about. Yeah.
So, yeah.
You want to end off My Hero there?
Yeah. Let's go into Chainsaw Man. This is also a very good chapter.
He got to see his penguin. Dude.
He wanted to keep it. It was so cute.
The dog's gonna try to eat it.
Held it.
Meowie, and the penguin are gonna like become.
They're gonna team up.
Yeah. Bro, I love it. It's like he's like, oh my gosh, it's a penguin, and then everything's gone. Cause we're like, dude, it's not gonna. We're like, it's not gonna work. Like, it's not gonna work.
Yeah. I like the beginning of the chapter, literally pointing out Denji's inner turmoil with just being like, wait, why am I doing this? I said that I would stop with this crap.
She'll pay any request.
She'll grant me any request. Like,
yeah. Also, I love Nick. On page 1, you can see the 2 cars. One of them looks like a Yaris.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I just noticed that right before we recorded. One of my favorite cars. One of my favorite cars. That's one of the older ones.
Yeah.
Probably was like when it was like the Toyota Echo.
Cause this is like 90s Japan.
Yeah.
Also, dude, I love the aquarium spear, dude.
It's so goofy. I actually really like it.
Well, that stance that Asa has is so cool. Dude, I love like the holding it by the edge and raising it slightly. It's like a measly 100 million yen. Can't buy an aquarium, you moron.
But it worked. That's the fun thing that I like about it. I like the that the Famine Devil made a deal with the Eternity Devil to like make this issue. Like Fami herself couldn't mess with it, but I don't know. I like these sorts of contracts and stuff. I also like this fight. This is honestly like a fun fight.
This was pretty cool to see. I kind of like that.
Yeah. I like what's his name, Yoshida. I love it.
Yeah.
He's like he seems like a monk or something. Like the sky never looked more beautiful to me. You taught me to appreciate it.
Bro, he's literally doing the Gojo domain expansion. He's literally acting like the honored one right now. He's literally like, I am the honored one. I stand above.
Yeah.
But I love that the tentacle coming out and cutting it. And then like switching over to the War Devil. That was so cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's fun stuff. I like the War Devil explain like you feel guilty over this shit, like just knowing how Asa acts and everything and just ignoring it. And then also that 2-page spread
of the spear and like the shark and like all the fifis.
Yeah. Oh it makes me miss Beam.
That was my thought too. I was like, a Beam. Oh my god!
I know, I hope that he'll be able to come back in a cute way.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then besides that, I don't know, the rest of this chapter was really interesting. I like that Yoshida looked up at Fami.
Well, I think he knows. He knew something was up when he came.
Oh yeah.
Like that's why he went to the aquarium.
Yeah.
Or like he knows he knows hear me out. Like
it's definitely a part of some form of like public safety or something.
So no, like what I mean is like he could be in league with Fami.
Oh, you think that he'd be in league with Fami?
Potentially.
I think it's the very opposite. I think
like he's working to take her out?
It's giving me like Kishibe and Makima vibes. Like there's just like it's like the respect but I also hate your guts sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm getting. Like Yoshida could very much be like the next Kishibe, like setting up everything. Like he's just working in the shadows, trying to help Denji, because like Fami is directly getting in the way of what Yoshida wants for Denji, which is to live a peaceful life, and quiet one especially. So like Fami's in contrast of that. She's trying to cause chaos. And she's trying to help out the War Devil, trying to help out Asa and everything. So it's two contrasting sides to me. I love that Denji says he's so cute. I want to keep him.
I know. I was about to say, I'm like, dude, I love like the panel, that power. Could it be? And it's like, oh, he's so cute.
I know all of their different reactions, like all the Devil Hunter Club kids. And then just like him holding it, just like I want to keep him.
Dude, that little penguin. I like saying this phrase around little animals. He's just a little fella, little guy.
He's a little fella.
He's just like I want to see that. That's actually like the penguin devil. Someone's terrified of penguins enough that there's one out there.
I also feel like Fami is definitely. It's giving me the vibes, especially just because she's on that rooftop. It's giving me the vibes that she's definitely the Chainsaw Man impersonator.
Well, she's got like the ripcord looking earrings.
Yeah,
it could work out. That's a good one. I didn't even think about.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun stuff. I'm so sad that they had to take the penguin away. Like you see Denji's expression is like no. Then like he's holding up his wings and everything.
Yeah. Oh, and you can see like the look of.
So yeah. Also, wait, that definitely. Never mind. I thought that looked like Kishibe for a second. One of the haircuts on, it looked like a public safety.
Oh, that would be cool
advisor.
If it was him. Yeah. I mean, they probably are.
Maybe. I mean, that'd be a fun hint, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever see Kishibe again.
Really?
Maybe in like a very cute. Maybe I mean like, not for a while. I should say. I phrased that.
Not like in a big role like he was in part 1.
No, very minor. Like, if anything, it would probably be something like maybe even Denji's living with him. It's just like, I don't have enough money to keep up the rent in this place. Kishibe, can I live with you? And it's like, give me alcohol. Like, do you want a I'm just remembering, like, do you want a souvenir? Alcohol.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then what is it? I like this exchange between Denji and Asa.
He's like, it wasn't bad. I got to touch a penguin. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's very cute that they requested another date and everything. It's all very cute, little romance stuff, like actual nice romance, not the like mommy Makima manipulation shit. And then it just takes that another twist that Fujimoto always does, so you don't know what the hell's gonna happen next.
I thought she was gonna like pat him, like, oh, like thank you, as like a way of
and then Denji's spinal cord sword.
Well, because it's the War Devil that does it.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if it's gonna work.
Well, because like potentially, because we had the theory is like, oh, he could just regenerate his spinal cord. Boom.
Yeah. It could be 2 Denjis again. I could I can either see this going 2 ways. Either it works and he does turn into a sword, but he's still sentient in some form and he's like, hey, put me back. Or it doesn't work and it's like, what the hell did you just say?
What?
And then like he's oblivious, he's a dumbass, he's gonna completely forget it, and then it won't work because Asa will stop it or something. And it's just like, no, I want this to go well.
Mm-hmm. Well, because she could like try to be like, hey, he'll become a stronger weapon.
Yeah.
If you let me go on more dates with him. And
exactly. That's like a pact that they're gonna make. You read my mind on that part, my man.
I can see into your mind.
Are there any other things you want to say for this chapter?
Well, no, I like the exchange between Asa and the War Devil, right there, and it's like, where it's like he's like, it's only possible because I share your brain. And she's like, excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me.
And then it's like, yeah, this means this means we can proceed
with the plan.
It's like the one on it's like a like a villain. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it's fun stuff.
Trying to think. There's something else I was gonna say. Again, the backgrounds are really good.
Yeah, the art is super good.
Also, I think the club leader knows something, because he's like, that power could it be? Like, he knows something's up as well, but like,
maybe he'll try to like extort her or something. I could see some stuff turning around like that.
Yeah, there's so many ways, like we talk about every week. There's so many different ways this series could go. Yeah. We have no way of knowing.
Yeah, this is definitely like my favorite. This is my favorite. What is it? This is my favorite chapter this week.
Oh really? Okay.
Out of all the other ones.
Yeah, that's fine,
like what is it? We're gonna talk about JJK in just a second, but like this one was like the most action-packed, most what is it? Goo goo gaga gamer brain. I'm so happy. A dopamine. I'm reading fun, cool shit. So yeah. I love all the.
I have to give
all the detailed art, all the fish, all the sharks and everything. It's very fun.
I'd have to give it more thought, but maybe it's probably up there for mine as well. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to transition?
Yeah, let's head to the GOAT every week. Except for this one. This
was still a really good chapter.
It was a really good chapter this week. It's a setup chapter. So yeah, what is it? How do we get into this? Because this is a complete like 180 from what we were doing before, like what was going on last chapter. So yeah.
Like you completely flip. We're back to the colonies. And Nick, you mentioned it before, where like right before we were recording, how they're not mentioning time anymore, just like in the dead of night.
Yeah.
Is it still the same? Is this the same day that the Choso, Kenjaku, and Yuki fight go on?
I'm gonna check, but I think it's not. I think that it's back. What is it? It's set for the 18th.
Okay.
Of November, or the 15th. Here, I'm just gonna go back real quick and look.
Okay.
But yeah, this where does it go from? I think it's like 202, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to just look at the time. November 16th at 12 a.m. So this is what's going on in chapter 209 is 2 days before what goes on with the Choso and Yuki fight.
Okay.
So that means that in 2 days from what the U.S. Army and like I'm assuming the other armies, like I think China is also going to invade Japan.
Yeah.
For that part.
And
I think that's all set up. Maybe I'm trying to think what it could be. My brain's going into a lot of theory modes right now.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
So what is it? This is the so-called bomb. This is what I think the bomb is.
Oh yeah.
For the culling game. I think that this is at least what Reggie thought the bomb was for the culling game, and I think that he's right, in which it's other armies are invading Japan, are going into the culling game, like Kenjaku's baited them so that they could come in and get the reinforcements. Like that's why Kenjaku was like, you're gonna need to send specifically this many people, because he was thinking of all the curse energy that was gonna be needed for this part of the game, which just shows how good he is at planning out everything.
This is Eisen level planning, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. And so then this is, again, it's all just set up. It's the U.S. Army invading, killing people. I think that we're seeing highlights of certain characters. Like there's that one woman that ended up killing the propeller dude.
Mm-hmm.
And like arguing. So I feel like she may even have a little bit of a play in it. Like maybe she'll fight Denji. Why I say Denji? Yuji. My apologies.
Oh, that would be cool.
Maybe she'll be Yuji's next opponent, or Megami. I feel like it's gonna be either of those two.
Maybe she'll be what Yuji needs to like kill someone.
Yeah. Or like she'll just like show no remorse towards him, or like I don't know. Maybe she'll even have the guts to. No, I don't think that Takaba's gonna die, but like she'll have like the guts to be willing to kill Takaba no matter what.
Yeah.
And maybe that will be like the reinforcement to just be like, it's kill or be killed.
Yeah.
Let's get this shit on the road.
I don't know if you had this thought, or it was just me. That first page and just throughout on whenever they show the U.S. troops, their art style is still similar to Gege's, but it's not the same to me. It's different. Yeah, they have a different art style for sure. Like they have a different look to them. I also want to say that the art is super good in this chapter, like of like the military rolling in. I love it.
Like all the, what is it? Is that a Hummer in the front?
It's a Hummer. And then the next one is 2 Ospreys, and then below that, I believe those are Chinooks. Which are all really cool.
I have no clue what those are besides the Hummer, but military equipment.
USA. But
yeah, no, they all have. It reminds me a lot of an American comic book.
I was gonna say that. There's a certain author that does some of the Batman comics. It's the original Dark Knight of like the original Batman versus Superman story when they're both like really old.
Yeah.
If you remember that, that's what the art style reminds me of. It's still the like blockiness that like Gege does, but it's like the Western version of like blocky Gege. Also, on page, where is it? Because I was looking for it. On page 4, I love how detailed that flashbang is. Like there's so much, like in my opinion, that's like so much, like a completely different style of detail than Gege normally does. Too.
Yeah. I could say even that I think maybe this part Gege brought in assistance for it.
Mm-hmm. Because as Gege said
like, get the chops going up.
They have assistance before. I don't know if he's.
I wouldn't. The thing is that I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. Like if what is it? I wouldn't be surprised if he did have assistance. I feel like that's kind of a crucial thing.
Yeah.
with these long-running mangas, like you can't keep doing this forever. Like almost all of them have assistants.
Because I want to
I
know
don't
like
know
how
about
much
Kubo.
if yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. I just didn't know if Kubo had any.
I don't remember if he did.
Yeah.
I'm actually
But like I know that at least One Piece did. Naruto, that like the last arc was all drawn by his assistants. He only wrote basically for a majority of it. And then My Hero has an assistant. And Chainsaw Man even has an assistant. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised here. I think that was the big gap that we had in 2021 for like the first couple months, was like they were getting assistance for the series as well as like Akutami's help.
It says Gege has 3 or not Gege. Kubo said he has 3 assistants. But he said there isn't a head assistance. All the important drawings are done by him. I'm gonna look up, does Gege have assistants? I would assume so.
Yeah, I would assume so as well, especially just because there's definitely a lot of difference between art styles. As of these past couple arcs have transformed, especially like from the Culling game. From the end of Shibuya to the Culling game, the art style has changed so much. It just looks so much more different than when it did before. Like characters have a lot more detail. Like it's kind of that Bleach transformation.
Yeah.
Like Bleach started off very punk-like, and then it went to like the super detail.
Because like the interaction between like the U.S. troops and then the person that killed like the helicopter head dude, like completely, in my opinion, like if you showed me that, maybe I'd think because of the text, but like that's not JJK to me. This looks like something completely different, or not completely, but pretty much different.
The frames of their bodies are also done differently, like their eyes as well. Like they're not as big as and they're also
the side profile, the side profile on 9 of this new person, their noses seem a lot more defined. Because then if you go right to the other page, you can see the one of Kenjaku, and like his just looks like a little point. They look smoother than Gege's normal art style, I should say. They have more definition.
Yeah, this is giving me a lot more like a punk art style. I don't know. This is giving me also like early 2000s, like this explanation of like the helicopter dude. Like we should say the gold medalist. So yeah, I also like that the soldiers are making like a competition out of this.
Yeah. Because I thought it was his way at first of when I first read it. I had to reread it because I thought it was like Gege just like that's how rank is in the U.S. military. And I'm like, and I'm like, okay, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, they're doing that sort of stuff to it. I like the dude's mustache as well. If you go to page 6, like good work, Silver.
Oh yeah.
He's just a cool looking dude.
Well, and then like on that behind him, like there's the truck of just sorcerers, like knocked out sorcerers.
Oh yeah. I'm impressed that they were able to get that many. I think that honestly, a lot of those may also just be civilians that decided to stay inside Tokyo. Like I would be surprised if it was that many sorcerers actually there.
Probably isn't all sorcerers. Also, I think I told Nick before, but I'm surprised that like of course it's like the American people that get added that are like swearing.
Oh yeah.
Like in JJK, because like I think they've said like damn, hell and stuff before, but like not straight up just saying the F word.
What the fuck? Yeah. I think that I've seen at least one F-bomb before, but like
most of the big words I've seen, big swear words used, is because of like fan translations and scans, because it seems like a lot of the time the translators edit that out and change it to something not as bad or something completely different.
But I'm just trying to think.
Also, I love when you go.
Sorry, you go. No, you go first.
Okay, I love the part where it's like sending armed on sorcerers. You're just gonna boost the cursed energy count, and that's basically your plan, isn't it? He's like, yeah, 60% of it. Like, what else does he have planned? Is he talking about Tengen? Like,
yeah, I think that Tengen may be the other piece to it.
I could be even like 10% of his. Tengen could have been 10%. He's still in so much. Like we said, this is like Eisen level. Not year. I mean, this is like years in the making, hundreds of years in the making. This is like Eisen level planning, which I love.
Yeah. What is it? This is another point out for like maybe a change in what is it? Like maybe an assistant artist, or maybe it was just Gege trying to flex his chops, but like that curse spirit on page 14
we're talking about that.
Yeah,
it looks like it belongs to like Junji Ito's work.
That's what I was thinking as well. It's so creepy and it's so cool, and I love that this is a reminder that this was also meant to be like a spooky manga. It's just like a gigantic, like 8-foot tall creature.
Dude, it's like humanoid, like humanoid demon General Grievous.
Yeah.
Looks like it's got like 4 arms. Also, I think, in my opinion, this is supposed to like remind us, like, hey, yo, we've been seeing like sorcerers take out these curses. They're just gonna kill normal people. Like that M4 he's probably got is gonna do nothing. Like, he's
nothing will happen.
So screwed.
Yeah, no, they're all like as Kenjaku put it, like it's a natural law that non-sorcerers can't win.
Yeah. Like
they're just not going to be able to compete with these guys. Like as we see just like 4 pages after that, like Yuji's kicking the grenade and Takaba's dodging the bullets by doing the one Russian dance. I forgot the name of it.
Well, because I hope something they touch on that they did not touch on. I feel like they haven't said in a while because they haven't dealt with like non-sorcerers. But like, I remember them saying in JJK Zeron at the beginning of JJK, normal people. Oh, they also said it during the final bit of the anime that's currently out. That normal people can't see curses unless it's a special occasion like Yuji, or unless they're close to death. So I think that maybe I doubt this guy's like a special occasion because he's probably immediately gonna die, but like he's close to death.
Oh yeah, he's gonna die.
Yeah. But no, I do love that he just kicks it back, and that is and then to me that returns back to his Gege, like the Gege style we've known.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I like that also, what is it, Angel is predicting what Kenjaku's doing now as well. Mm-hmm. It's so weird to think that Yuki and Choso are still alive during all this stuff. I'm assuming that what happens over these next 2 days are like gonna be what leads to Kenjaku being like, oh right, I know where Tengen is, I'ma go find him.
Exactly.
So I wonder what will happen, because in these 2 days it's gonna be a shit ton of stuff.
Well, I wonder if like Tengen's gonna like come down on the group and be like, I have Tengen, or like something like that, and they're like,
oh yeah,
like he's gonna like manifest him for a second and be like, I have him, even though no one in the group has ever seen Tengen. I mean, Angel would probably know.
Megami and Yuji have seen Tengen.
Oh, I forgot they did. Because that was like a year ago. That was like a year and a half ago that we saw that.
I know. Well, like that's how Yuji learned more about domains.
Mm-hmm.
Like with like traditional domains. So
but
yeah.
I like how Yuji is smart, because if like he kicks it and then immediately goes to cover.
Oh yeah. No, I'm very excited to see what happens next chapter, because I just want to see them dog on all these troopers, all these soldiers.
Well, because they even said, they're like, we tried to shoot a sorcerer with 50 cal and it did nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see like these. I mean, I guess like, they're still cream of the crop sorcerers, but like lower tier. Best of the. I mean, okay, not the best of the best, I would maybe the middle, but not maybe like honestly edging on like worst of the best, because that's still like something to be like, hey, I'm like,
Are you talking about this group right here? Like
yeah,
Megami,
I mean probably like middle
yeah.
middle of the road, but maybe
Like these are the weakest.
yeah,
Tokyo Colony number 1 is like the weakest that we've seen.
because
Like
like
if these are the top tier grades that we're seeing right now in the calling games in Colony number 1, like all of the grade 1s or below went into this colony.
because
While the
I
rest
can't wait to
kind of
see what
just
like
got dispersed.
Ishigori, because it seems like Ishigori and Yuta are like somewhat on like friendship terms, not friendship,
Oh
but like
yeah,
on like non-combative terms.
yeah.
I want to see like what they'll do and what like Kashimo will do.
Yeah, Kashimo and what is it, Hikari.
Yeah,
Like I
they'll do
saw
that
a TikTok
entire
today.
group.
I'm just saying, like, I can't wait to see what. And then it just went through all the people like Maki, Hikari, Yuta, Kashimo. Like, what are they gonna do again? Like, what are they gonna do with the U.S. soldiers? Just like wreak havoc on them.
It'll be cool because I'm guessing it'll still act as like a normal weapon, but like Maki's sword, if it like,
Oh yeah,
it probably won't
it will
affect.
still split their
Yeah, I know.
souls.
Oh, it will. Because I'm like, they don't have any
Yeah.
curse. They might not have any cursed energy, so I'm like wondering if it won't.
Well, if it
affect them?
that doesn't matter because like transfigured human, like everyone has a soul. The soul is the body.
Oh, I guess yeah.
That's what Tengen pointed out. Um, so, yeah, it's you'll still be able to see the soul of a regular person and mess with them.
True.
Like Maki can just
Oh.
go hard and like they won't realize like they'll feel like I'll never be able to feel myself again. I've actually been split in two, both mentally and physically.
Oh, because Mahito altered Junpei's soul so he could use jujitsu.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess yeah, that is.
Yeah, because he had the potential to, and so then he was just like, all right,
So I was thinking
I'm gonna
like,
give him this curse
it's
technique,
like normal people
And give him
can't
a shitty
can't get
ass
affected. I'm like, oh,
Shikigami.
yeah. I just think I'm like, because I'm like, oh yeah, like
Yeah,
normal people can't get affected. I'm like, oh, but they do have a soul.
yeah,
As you were
Yeah.
like pointing it out, I'm like, oh yeah.
unlocking their potentials and stuff. Like that's what happened with Higuruma as well. Like Kenjaku just did that instead. Which I think that this may also show a moment for all of those people to reunite and work together. Like Higuruma
Well, 'cause we did
and like
see
the eyeball
Higuruma,
dude and like Yuji's friend from middle school and stuff.
We did see all of them, so I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm guessing we'll probably see something like then, like.
Yeah, or maybe they'll all get like op down mid and they'll all be captured and they have to be rescued or something. I think that that's also a potential thing.
We'll just have to keep reading.
Yeah. I'm also excited to see Megami fight again. Megami and Yuji, I'm so excited to see fight again. Like, I have been rereading parts of JJK, and I keep on wanting to see them fight again. Like, I reread the Megami Reggie fight, and like, Megami was so given like the shorthand of the stick in that fight and still pulled out. It was so great. It was so great to see.
Well, because it's like we haven't really seen them fight together as a duo, and I think that's we're gonna get to see finally.
Yeah, not in a long time, so that will be fun to see.
Oh, it'll be fun because then this could be like the start of like he's like, all right, Megami, I'm just gonna like Megami's like, all right, divine dog, kill them, and then you just like, whoa, what are you doing?
Whoa, dude.
What are you doing?
Chill out.
Yeah. It'll be fun to see.
Hearing is like, what the fuck, a big dog? And then just like get slashed or like get holes punched through them.
Yeah, no, it'll be pretty interesting to see where this goes.
Yeah. So yeah. Do you have any final words? I feel like there's not much else that we can talk about with this stuff.
I'm
It's
excited to see this next one. Because that first one I was reading, I'm like, okay, it's just filler. I'm like, I was like, not just like, okay, it's just setup. I'm like, this is cool setup. This is like,
yeah, this is really good setup.
No, this is gonna be, yeah, I'm excited. Do you have any closing thoughts?
No, besides just a really good setup. I'm very excited to see where this like next part. I don't even know how we would describe this arc. I should look back at the name of this.
The chapter is called
Offering to the Unknown.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's the name of the next arc, but
That'd be a cool
I'm
name
very
for
excited.
it.
Yeah, because we
Alright.
had like the Culling game and what is it? Blood and Blood and Oil, Star and Oil arc,
Yeah.
and now this one. So yeah.
Yeah, it would be fun to see where this goes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
As always, thank you
There
so
you go.
much for listening to the Jumpcast.
Yeah.
I don't think we said, is this, oh my gosh, is this 14 or 13?
I think
This is 14.
maybe
We
13.
didn't say at the beginning.
I haven't
Thank you
looked in
so
a long
much for
time.
listening to episode 14.
Yeah.
You know, we can't believe we've gone this far with it still. It's still like surreal that we've
I know.
kept it going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've really enjoyed. I really enjoyed this week. This was a really good one.
Yeah. I think that we will be going on break next week because we won't have anything.
Yeah.
There's nothing that we'll be able to talk about. But after that, hopefully we're gonna have a lot of gas.
We'll have
that we can
some
talk
pretty
about.
consistent weeks going, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right.